In this video we are going to talk about top 10 best relationship advice. So before starting this video, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for our future updates. You go to your gynecologist for an annual exam, eat well to avoid sickness, and exercise to keep your body fit, but what do you do to keep your relationship healthy on a regular basis? Just a guess, probably not much. That's a shame, because superb relationship advice, especially from experts in the field of psychology, can elevate any solid gold relationship to diamond level strength. Number 10. Always assume the best. Whether you're an optimist or not, you're likely to discover something personal in your SO's behavior when they let you down. Because, well, relationships are personal, it's only normal. But, 9 times out of 10, if not all 10, the person you're with has no intention of bothering you. We have a hair trigger for taking things the wrong way and expecting the worst, says Gillihan, especially when we're already annoyed. However, you're undoubtedly angry that our spouse doesn't just let you off the hook when they're personally insulted or attacked by something you do. But, as Gillihan points out, so much of our reactions are based on how we feel about ourselves, rather than how someone else feels about us. As an example, consider the following. Declare to yourself in the morning, "Today, I'm going to adopt the most favorable interpretation for whatever comes my way." This mindset allows you to get over yourself, he adds, adding that it can also set an example for your significant other to do the same. What's the end result? You can both concentrate on the positive, and quickly recover from any unintentional poor moments. Number 9. Notice projections. When it comes to interpretations, one factor that can skew them is a psychological concept known as projection. In a nutshell, projection is when you project your own feelings about yourself or a circumstance onto another else. While projecting is usually a subconscious behavior, it leads you to believe that your partner feels a certain way when they don't. For example, if you've been cheated on before and have trust difficulties as a result, true enough, your partner's "you're acting funny" comment could be misinterpreted as an accusation of disloyalty. When, in reality, they're just curious as to why you've been quiet for the previous 2 days. Number 8. Stop shoulding on each other. Should is possibly the most demeaning word in the English language, at least when it comes to interpersonal relationships. It creates a sense of injustice, that something ought to be different from how it is, says Gillihan of the feeling that something ought to be different. However, the majority of the time, what follows the verb is a personal wish or preference, rather than a statement of fact. In the event that you have even a sliver of faith in fate, it can be helpful to simply accept that whatever your partner did or did not do happened because the cosmos was aligned in that way, for some reason that no one can explain. If you don't, that's perfectly okay, but changing your frame of mind might help you overcome feelings of bitterness or fury that you may be experiencing. Express your desires in the following ways: "I hope you would come home sooner so that we can spend more time together," or "I'd like it if you could help me out more with the dog." Number 7. Keep quiet and listen. You think you listen to your partner, but do you really? Listening is a verb, not merely a passive procedure in which you talk and I don't. It necessitates silence of your own thoughts and feelings in order to properly tune into another's. Everyone wants to be heard, says Rachel Sussman, LCSW, a relationship counselor in New York City. But a lot of couples don't feel heard as time goes on, and that generates a lot of problems. Of course, expressing oneself is crucial, but you must first take a step back and listen. Sussman's recommendation? Repeat back to your lover what you perceive them to be saying after they've told you how they feel. "Do you feel like I've heard you now? Do you think you've been heard?" If they say no, politely request that they assist you in better understanding what they're saying. And keep in mind that you want to validate your partner's feelings, even if you don't agree with them. You're a completely different person with different experiences and perceptions, so you won't always agree, but if you want your relationship to thrive, you should always let them know that they're not wrong. Number 6. Look for opportunities for sincere thank yous. According to research, thankfulness is the key to a happy life, and it's also a requirement for a happy relationship. Consider this: relationships need effort, and not being recognized for your time and effort, just like a job, can make you feel unappreciated and even resentful. So pay attention to and thank your mate when they do something even vaguely unselfish and good for you. Recognize things they wouldn't expect you to mention, such as picking up your favorite bottle of wine on their way home or substituting quinoa for rice because you're avoiding processed carbs. Saying thank you may go a long way, adds Gillihan, and it has a reciprocal effect. Meaning, make an effort to express thankfulness to they, and they will most likely reciprocate, amplifying the loving emotion. Number 5. Partner up when life gets crazy. We typically bring so little to our relationship when we're overwhelmed, Sussman adds. Read, you skip watching the new Marvel movie with your partner on Sunday in order to get some work done, or you barely kiss them before bed because you're so tired. The ideal equation is to be your finest and most loving self at home, so the strength of your bond equips you to handle anything else. Preach. Ask yourself if you're investing as much time and effort in your relationship as you are in your profession, fitness goals, and friendships. I'm going to go through a tremendously busy moment, and I'm worried I won't be able to put the energy into our relationship that we both expect, say your SO when you know work is about to heat up. Is there anything else I can do to assist us this month? Cutting back on social commitments or scheduling brunches together instead of dinners you know you'll miss could be the answer. Number 4. Create a shared goals calendar. You have objectives, and your spouse has objectives, but what about objectives that you can pursue as a couple? To keep your link superstring, WH advisor Dr. Chloe Carmichael, PhD, a clinical psychologist in NYC, thinks it's crucial to imagine attaining or completing something as a unit. Make a schedule for your financial, travel, and hobbies goals, she recommends. For example, go to Japan and learn how to salsa. This allows you to envision yourselves together in the future, fosters debate about lifestyle choices, and reminds you to support one another by holding each other accountable and riding on each other's momentum. Number 3. Prioritize intimacy. We're not talking about sex here, but that's crucial in a relationship as well. We're talking about the kind of intimacy that comes through physical contact, honest eye contact, reciprocal smiling, and other small gestures that warm your heart. These are the things that remind your partner that you're in this together, that you chose them, and that you're glad you did, adds Sussman. Take showers together, sleep naked, snuggle, the PG stuff that makes the day-to-day that much more special. Touch your SO when they're making coffee, a quick hug around the waist does the trick, just be careful not to make them spill. Look them in the eyes when they tell you about their day, take showers together, sleep naked, snuggle, the PG stuff that makes the day-to-day that much more special. Number 2. Proactively check in. Repeat after me, no matter how well someone knows you, they will never be able to know exactly what's going on inside your thoughts at all times. So don't hold your breath for them to do so, ever. Dr. Chloe suggests that once you've had a chance to evaluate and organize your ideas, you'll spare yourself a lot of drama. That said, you and your partner may both be harboring a lot of thoughts that you will never express for various reasons. Perhaps they don't think you'd respond well to their concerns, or that speaking them wouldn't result in any positive change, so they swallow their pride and move on. While this isn't a big deal for little issues, such them being unhappy that you can't decide what you want for dinner, it won't work if you do it on a regular basis. Number 1. Take time to see them. A long-term relationship, and, obviously, marriage, provides incredible security. However, one common cost is how accustomed to your partner you grow. At some point, we're looking at a projection or recollection of the individual, not who they are in 3D at that moment, Gillihan explains. As a result, you make assumptions about what people need based on their history rather than their current situation. And, of course, people, including yourself, change over time, and it's up to you to understand how when you're with someone for a long period. So, anytime you have the opportunity, on your next date night, when they're preparing coffee, after they return from a run, take a moment to stop and look at your partner with fresh eyes. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.